Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Christina Davis and Bobby Dunbar. The two of you have been together for 6 years, married for 4 years. Mr. Dunbar has been busy. He's got 1 child with you, 6 altogether, so 5 with other women. Yes. Stair step. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Busy boy. And Ms. Davis, you have 4 children total. Why don't you tell me why you're here today?
I'm here to save my marriage.
Okay.
Bobby and I have been having a lot of problems. We argue all the time. Things are very chaotic at home, and we just can't agree on anything.
What's the biggest problem you have? I understand that he has a history of cheating. Is
Yes.
that true?
Yes.
The history was before you were married and after you were married?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe the cheating has stopped?
I believe so.
Mr. Dunbar, have you confessed to all the cheating that you've done?
Yes, ma'am.
You've told her about everything?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long has it been since you last cheated on her?
2014.
So we're talking 3 years, 4 years. Oh, Lord, can't count. 4 years, okay. Now that the cheating has stopped, what is standing in the way between you guys and happiness?
We can't let it go. We argue about how we've hurt each other in the past.
Right.
With the cheating back and forth. It's the same argument over and over.
So back and forth, that means you cheated as well?
Yes.
Okay. How often did she cheat, and how did you find out about it?
She's cheated, I'm gonna go with 4 times that I know of.
Okay.
No.
Three was sexual, 1 was an emotional.
Okay. Ms. Davis, you don't agree?
No.
How many you say?
1.
1 time? Or is it 1 guy multiple times?
1 guy.
Multiple times. Okay,
No,
I got
not
you.
multiple times.
Not just 1 guy, 1
Just
time.
1 guy.
Why don't you tell me how you've caught him cheating?
A few months after we got together, there was a woman that started sending me messages asking me if I was still with him, telling me that he was telling her that he loved her, and she sent me proof of the messages. And, then he cut off contact with her, so I kind of let it go, and we moved on. And then right after we got married, there was a family member's. I found out that he had been sleeping with this woman. And he told me it was like a one-night stand, and other friends and family told me it was more like an ongoing relationship. Wow. And we ended up staying with that family for a little while. And while I was staying there, she showed me text messages that were going on between the 2 of them. And she asked me not to say anything.
So she wanted you to keep quiet about the messages?
Yeah.
Sloppy work, man. Don't cheat. That's my number 1 advice. But number 2 advice, if you gonna do it, bro, she don't get no text messages. She just get a call, bro. She just get that, hey, I'm outside, or where you at? That's it, bro. We gonna keep it short, sweet, and to the point. What Jay say, he say, the problem is you dudes treat the one that you loving with the same respect that you treat the one that you humping. Yeah, bro. You already got the game messed up, man. Don't do it. If y'all want my solid cold advice, I promise you, bro. I promise you. If you got a wife, if you got a girl, go ahead and enjoy it. I know she get on your nerves. She gonna nag you to death. She done made that same spaghetti pot that she made on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, bro. But just shut the fuck up. Eat the spaghetti with the whatever, bro, with a smile. I promise you. And just live your life. And live your life. But all of that cheating and back and forth, bro, that's nah.
Yes.
But were they still in the middle of texting each other?
Yes.
So it was ongoing right in front of you?
Yes. I would check his phone, and there would be no messages there.
So he was deleting his
Yeah.
end. Mr. Dunbar, did that happen?
For starters, no. Yes, no. The text messaging, yes. The affair, though, happened before the marriage. Wasn't so much as I love you text. It was... It was my wife's driving me crazy text. So
The other woman is typically not a good person to go to for counsel with respect to marriage issues,
right.
just like on the general principle.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. When did you catch her cheating? And how?
That time I knew because she had told me, and we had to do paternity on our children, on our child, because of that.
She
affair.
wasn't sure.
Right. And the second time, she had started by telling me he wanted her to babysit his kids for him. And then it went to overnights. And she had told me that there was a secret, and basically she had told me she was sleeping with this person. And then the third time, she was having I call it an emotional affair, which she was texting another man, a coworker.
Gotcha.
He trying to pretend like he about to cry, and a tear fall from down his face, bro. Knock it off. I don't like I'm gonna play the victim when I'm wrong. I don't like that, bro. It's fair game. It's fair game. If you out there doing it, then she can do it too. Don't come up in here with the fake crocodiles, bro. I don't like that.
How did the paternity test turn out? It was yours? Okay, cool. We're going to move forward here. I want to talk about once you got married, if and how things changed. And I also want to talk about your financial situation because, Ms. Davis, you say he is financially irresponsible. You say he's financially irresponsible.
Yes.
Why don't you explain what that means?
Well, between the two of us, we make more than enough money to pay our bills and everything, but it seems like there's never money. You know,
Where does the money go?
I don't know. I don't know fully.
Are you the one who actually pays the bills? I mean, are you the one that actually submits them?
I try to, but Bobby tells me that I'm controlling and he won't give me his check. And it's not that I want to keep his check. I just think it would be easier if one person manages all the bills because
then
we don't
things
have
don't
very
fall through
good
the cracks.
communication.
Yeah.
So
Nah, Bobby, you did the right thing, bro. We done reacted to too many of these videos where they giving over the check. You better keep that check. You can give her a little something on the side, a little piece or something, but yeah, keep that. Keep fighting. I'm on your side with that one, bro. Keep fighting. Do not give her your check, bro. Do not give her your check.
She claims she doesn't know where your money goes, and you're barely scraping by, even though you're making a good salary.
I'm not gonna say I don't have a money problem, but what I am gonna say is we both have a problem. The reason for that is if she wasn't busy spending her money on her job, then we would have the money.
Busy spending her money on her job. What does that mean?
She buys things for her place of employment, and they're supposed to reimburse, and they don't.
Okay.
I've spent a total of like $50 in a year.
Are you a teacher?
Yes. So I buy things here and there for my
She's
classroom.
an infant teacher. She bought a crib that the job they should have provided.
Okay, that's one crib. You guys have been together for years. You don't work, right? You're
I'm working
checking
now.
You're working now. You were on SSI.
Yes.
But you
didn't
bought
start
one.
his job
That's one
yet.
crib. Do
Right.
you buy things like movies, food, speakers, random stuff before you pay the bills?
Yeah, but she buys coloring books and crayons and stuff we don't need for the house as well.
Yeah, coloring books, speakers. You know, is her spending as lavish as yours?
No,
Be
I would have to
honest.
say I'm worse.
Right.
But she does have her little nicks and crannies, which I call them.
Yeah, everybody does. But here's the thing. I know you people are here to get some help. And the one thing I know for sure is you will never, ever get off a dead stop stuck until you own your other stuff without pointing at the other person's stuff.
For
you,
sure.
You know, you said, I'm bad with money, but she's bad with money too. You can't just say, yeah, I'm bad with money, because you got to correct that. You can't continue to be bad with money because she's also bad with money, even though you're worse. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to own your stuff, or you'll never get it unpacked. Ms. Davis, you say that Mr. Dunbar has terrible temper tantrums, and I want to talk about that next. Tell me about Mr. Dunbar's temper tantrums.
He goes into a rage. If I say anything that he doesn't agree with, we fight all the time about petty things.
Give me an example, something really small y'all went to town over.
Usually it has something to do with the kids. Like, we argue about whether or not the kids can shower in the morning. I mean, and Like we'll be driving down the road, and his anger is so bad that if I say something that upsets him, he'll slam on the brakes, and I'm worried we're gonna get into a wreck. He's thrown my ring out the window, and it got lost.
Do you have any examples? I see you have a folder there. You got something you want to show me?
Yeah, I have pictures. He's broken things in our house.
Okay.
It's mainly the doors, like the door panels.
Mainly the doors.
Yeah, the screen doors don't shut.
Now, okay, turn around and look. Now, Mr. Dunbar, do you sign on for having done those things?
The one on the left, yes. The one right here, no. The one here, no. The one there, no. Those were already, the two window ones were already there.
Already there. You just did the one in the middle.
The one on the left I did do, and I got a real good.
Do you agree you got a temper problem?
I do agree.
Because I can see, I can bring right here. Even talking, you can get right there. Right here. But you want to fix this thing, though, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Does she have a temper as well?
No, she just has a way of shutting down. Like, well, she gets mad, she leaves. She goes upstairs. You don't see her.
Have you always had a bad temper, or is this something that has arisen out of the function of what's going on in the household?
Your Honor, it's gotten to where it's at now because, like, I feel like I'm alone in the house. I feel like I'm taking care of all the kids. She's not there. She's not backing me up. So yes, it gets overworked. I get overwhelmed.
Well, where is she?
She's either working or she's upstairs sleeping. So that's kind of where that goes.
Are you just working and sleeping?
No. If I'm upstairs, it's usually because I leave the area because he's yelling and screaming or throwing things, and it stresses me out, so I leave the situation because I don't want to fight in front of the kids. And the only way to stop the argument is if I leave the room.
How does that sound? Go ahead.
So all that relates to because it starts because I correct our kids and she doesn't agree the way I correct them, or she doesn't back me up.
Are you cool with your correction, or are you running and charging? Are you cool?
At first, I'm cool. I am cool at first, till she comes down and gives me a bunch of problems about either the punishment or that I'm either being unfair. So she basically overjumps me, and then it sets me off.
Do you disagree with how he parents?
I do.
What do you think he's doing wrong?
He's usually just way too hard on the kids, and he parents by yelling and screaming. And
you're yelling and screaming at him?
Our kids, not to mention names, but our kids took off with our car 3 weeks ago. I have to be strict with these kids.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, do everything but put your hands on them. Keep them children in check. Keep them children in check, bro. Take phones, iPads, cut the Wi-Fi off, do whatever you gotta do. Because children, bro, they grow up and them habits that they adopted, they're going to have them when they're adults. When they're adults, that's when the punishment get worse. You can't steal a car and be like, oh, my bad, Judge. I just wanted to run down to the store. Nah, bro, Judge not going to want to hear it. The judge not going to want to hear it. I agree with him on that. Bro. You got to be on them. You have to be on them. And please don't undercut me when I'm doing it. We know mommy going, pat you up and all of that stuff, but before you pop that TITT in their mouth, let me do what dad's supposed to do. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. Don't undercut me. Don't undercut me, bro, because that's vital. That is vital. No. Structure and discipline. They shall have it. They shall have it, because the world not going to want to hear it. The world not going to coddle them.
They need supervision. They need guidance. And I'm sorry to say it, I love my wife. But she's not guiding them. She's not parenting them. She's not thinking of the reasons why I'm so strict with them. I mean, let's be a little honest. When I met her kids were... They were...
Oh, so you're parenting kids that you weren't on board with from the beginning. They're stepchildren that are brought into the household.
Yes, the kids tell me to shut up, and I'm stupid, and she's okay
and you
with
think that she's undermining you. You're trying to bring some order into the home, and she believes that you believe she's undermining you.
Yes, ma'am.
He doesn't hit him, does he?
no. But like, I
Are
feel like
you loud and poppy?
I'm loud, and I have to be. I feel like I have to be. I feel like I'm the only parent there. So when you have 4 kids and you get overwhelmed, there's only so much I can do.
I think you're wrong about that. I think it's a matter of not knowing how. You know what I mean? It's a matter of not knowing how. And I think that you're 10 years younger than she is, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I think that a lot of what's happening here is 2 people who don't know how to get out of an ugly spot. And I'm gonna do the best I can to get you started in the right direction. I don't want you to interrupt me because I got a lot to say, very little time in which to say it. And I don't want you to dig into a detail when I'm talking broad stroke pictures, okay? Number 1, we're gonna start with the children. You guys have got to get this on the same page with that. And the way you get on the same page is not dealing with the circumstance when the circumstances happen. You should have a conversation between now and home about what the rules are. Get a piece of paper out so everybody's clear. Hey, Johnny should do A, Bobby should do B. They should be in bed by C and by D. If that doesn't happen, number 1, we gonna take the Game Boy. Number 2, we gonna take the... Sit down and figure out what the rules are. So everybody's just not working from dead stop, I'm upset. That's number 1. Number 2, you have got to get calm.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what I mean? When in any aggravating situation, the first fight you have is always with yourself. And you got to remember, your kids will be as loud and poppy as you are. It's not the rage and the fear that makes them behave, but it's consistency, it's respect, it's certainty. That's what makes them behave. So what you have to do is be consistent and be certain. Hide them keys. I don't know, do all of that, but be consistent and be certain. Kids want a certain level of discipline, but they want to know that the same thing is going to happen on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Another reason probably why they're misbehaving, they may be misbehaving before you got in the picture. If you've got a chaotic home, they're in chaos all the time. And if they're in chaos all the time, they act out. They just act out. So what you guys have to do, since you're the one with the anger problem, you have to make a decision every day that you're not going to get angry. You know what I mean? And there's a whole lot of different ways to do that, and I've talked about it before, and I'm going to have you go see someone to help you. But every morning you should say out loud to yourself, today, just for today, I'm not going to get angry. If she does A, B, C, or D, I'm not going to get angry. And if I do, I'm going to go outside and walk around the block.
Yes, ma'am.
Before you do anything else. I think you love her.
I do.
I think you don't want to be that angry dude. And you've got to remember, the fight is not you and the kids, not you and her, it's you and you. That's where the fight is. Encourage his change of state of mind. Stay in it with him. Don't just say, hey, let's deal with this first fight. Let's calm this down. I'm right here, babe. I'm not going anywhere. Back him up. When there's punishment out there, back him up. He's quiet. And then applaud what he does. If he comes, if he usually comes 100 and he comes in at 50, you gotta applaud the 50. You know what I'm saying? Because that encourages that behavior. And you have got to let go of the past. There's no way to even that score. She loves you, she stayed. He loves you, he stayed. That's over with. You're 2 new people with a clean slate. Don't ever bring up what happened some years ago. It's all over with now. It's all over with now. Go to a marriage counselor. Those people are good. They can tell you they can look at what you're doing and tell you a different way to get it done so you know how to do it. But in broad strokes, that's what I'm telling you to do. And I know you're tired of it. Sick and tired of it. And what I'm telling you is, let that go for that 6 month of effort that you're gonna give to make this thing work. You know what I mean? You got a right to be cranky and tired of it. Got a right, but it ain't gonna do you no good. So don't entertain it. I like you both. Good luck to the both of you. This matter's adjourned.
So you spoke a lot about your anger today. What will you do to kind of work on that?
I think I'm gonna do what she says.
Yeah.
Get up in the morning and tell myself I'm not gonna get angry. And if that means walking away and going upstairs, that's what I'm gonna do.
What are some of the things that you're willing to do to make sure Bobby doesn't go off the deep end?
I think I need to give him more support and encouragement.
Both say things have gotten better. Bobby has been working more and the extra money is reducing her stress. They stopped arguing. They're making sure they're on the same page with parenting. I don't like it. I don't like that. And the reason that I don't like it is because it's pointless. All of that arguing about the past and all of that, bro, she said it perfect. She hit the nail on the head. What she say? Hold on. All right, we ain't muted. What she say? It's like you having the same conversation over and over, and that's just annoying, bro. Don't nobody want to keep having the same conversation. Especially, I'm going to be honest, if you did wrong, nobody wants to keep hearing about what they did wrong 24/7. Nobody, bro. It's like, all right, cool, I did wrong, and it's either we gonna have to move past it or we not. And for both of them cheated. Both of them cheated, so it ain't like, oh, you know, it's one-sided or nothing like that. Hey, man, listen, we gonna sit down, bring all of this to the table. This is that. I can get past this. I can't. Just be honest. Be honest about the situation. Be honest about the situation. But as far as, man, the children and things go, bro, I'm going to say this. When it's a situation where the children are stealing cars and they taking cars and doing stuff like that, no. Because like I said, bro, that's them habits that get started when they're young, and then the consequences grow as they get older. They grow as they get older. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I did want to address a comment. Let me get to the comment. It should appear right here. If I do what I'm supposed to do when I'm editing this video, the comment should appear right here. But we got Christopher 2392. Nephew, keep up the good work on the podcast, and I just want to get my own podcast started. How did you get started with your own podcast? Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. When I started YouTube, what was that, like 2022? Nah. I don't know, but the thing with it is I started off watching YouTube first, and I'm like, damn, I keep seeing all of these, but like, I know I can do it. I can do that. And then it just started off with baby steps after that. All right, well, I don't have no camera. How do you make a video without a camera? How do you do this? You know, blah, blah, blah. Then you start to learn it ain't really that complicated. Like for me, I'm going to be honest. For me, I wish I had that phone next to me. But yeah, I started off, I had a phone, bro. I had like an iPhone 10 or something like that. And a tablet. I would put my tablet on some shoe boxes. I got a lot of shoes. I put my tablet on the shoe box, and then I put the phone on top of the tablet. Press record on the phone on the camera and screen record the tablet. Boom. After that, it's a place, what is it? I think it's called iMovie or something. Yeah, iMovie. Go on iMovie. Put one box here, another box there, line it up to make sure that my reaction right, and then chop it and go. But I saw a lot to say, we're getting started, bro. It's just really just getting started. And I know that sounds simple, because to me it sounded simple. Like, all right, you know, everybody say if you want to get started on something, the best thing to do is just get started. But, I mean, that's the honest truth. And for me, I went into it with I had no expectations, bro. I had zero expectations. I knew that this was something that I wanted to do. I knew that this was going to be a great hobby. I was looking for a hobby. At that point in time in my life, when I started doing all of this, I was looking for a hobby, bro. So it started off as a hobby, and I'm like, all right, cool. And numbers as far as like, you know, views and likes and all of that, it is what it is. You might get one day. You might get 3 one day. You might get 5. Man, that ain't no telling. But to be honest with you, bro, just get started. And then once you start, my biggest advice to you would be just stay consistent. Just stay consistent. Just try to make, you know, within your schedule range, whatever your schedule is, pump out some videos, post them. All right, might start off once a week, then bump it up to twice a week, then every week, then, you know, just do it like that. But whatever you like to talk about, I tell people all of the time, man, you can goddamn make a YouTube channel watching the sweat trickle down the bottle of this bottle right here. Somebody watch it. If your commentary right, and you are the content, you the content. I do reaction channels and all of this, but I am the content, bro. They come to me for the content. Hopefully, my goal is always to bring some entertainment, make people laugh, make people smile. We still gonna get something out of it. We still gonna get, you know, the educational part out of it and everything. But yeah, bring that joy, bring joy, bro. Just pure, honest joy. And, you know, hopefully that helped out. And yeah, man, do your thing. Have fun with it. No expectations. Post it, upload it. I'll leave you with this one. It's an audience for everything. It's an audience for everything, bro. Just post it, keep uploading, stay consistent, study, watch YouTube videos on how to be a better YouTuber and everything like that. And I promise, bro, my favorite streamer. I think what she said she started in like 2018. She ain't start getting, you know, hot. She ain't really start picking up until like 8 years later, something like that. 8 years later. But on the flip side is other people who start tomorrow and then by goddamn, I don't know, Saturday, they got money and monetized. And there's no telling, bro. There's no telling. Only way to tell is just by actually doing it. And anybody can do it, bro. So hopefully that helped out. Why am I saying everything twice? I don't know, but y'all let me know what y'all think about that video. GTG, the family, as always, is love, and we out.